What's going on, guys? Blowover Bros here, and welcome back to the Call of Duty Cup Series Season 5, race number 13. We're here from Nashville. Starting on pole is Colin Francis, and to his outside is your Daytona 500 winner from earlier this season, Alexander Rowe, an all-rookie front row. And then you got a couple Roush drivers, Kyle Kesey and TJ Hanley in row 2. A couple RCR drivers, Nick Flood and Isaiah Ford, also last week's winner, on row 3. You got Larry Arnold and Jeff Bright, Samet Oskin, and TJ Friend. You got Nathan Stapleton and Rebecca Tyler, Hunter Spartan and Dylan E. Hunter Spartan's also your points leader. You got Eli Bright, yesterday's winner in the amateur series, and Ryan Kesey, Amy Ashley and Nick Ventura, Brad Stover and Jonathan Hoff, Ruby Claudel and Dalton Riley, Tyler Flood and Joseph Rakowski, Alvin Summers and Adam Akers, Kevin Villano and Kyle Akers, Evan Byrne and Ryan Madden. You got Jay Jefferson and Logan Claudel, Bullet Bill and Kapul Labai. Then Muhammad Zain and Brayson Mitchell, Eli Stapleton and Max Anderson. They got Mo Akers and Burt Forward. And then rounding out the field, you got Luciana Reese and last season's champion, Keon Eddington. We'll be back for the starting command.
Drivers, start your engines.
And there we have the command. Looking at the points coming in, Hunter Spartan with a 7-point lead over second place. Over 13th place, which is the outside looking in terms of the chase, he is 67 points ahead. So as long as he finishes relatively decent today, I'd say top 15, and then the same next week, he will be a lock into the chase. Same with Nick Flood and Brad Stover. They're all three within 11 points of each other. After that, it gets a little close. Oh, and Nathan Stapleton, the 14, came into this race 12th in points, 2 points in. He's blowing up, and he missed the pitch. He blew up after. So green flag is out. We're going to make sure everyone gets by okay. That is unfortunate, man. But what are you going to do? That's racing. Last season, Lego Bush got his one and only Call of Duty Cup Series win here. And it was a pretty good race, honestly. Colin Francis with a really big lead. I expect to see a pretty decent race today as well. The outside lane might be the preferred line as the race goes on. Kyle Kesey trying to reel in the rookie out of Joe Gibbs Racing. Nick Flood comes into this race second in points, 7 points back, and he's currently running third. Larry Arnold looked underneath, but the outside lane is just really strong here. Even though the top 2 runners on the outside at the start of the race have fallen back, almost outside the top 10. You can get a good run on the bottom through 3 and 4, though. But in 1 and 2, the outside is king. They're side by side for 3rd and 6th. Between Larry Arnold and Nick Flood. Samet Oskin with a huge run on the inside through 1 and 2. Colin Francis continues to lead. In that FedEx Toyota. Samet Oskin, one of the few drivers we've seen make the inside work. I know it's still early on in the race, the lap 4 of 57. Samet Oskin got his first career Call of Duty Cup Series win at Talladega a couple weeks ago. But he's not currently in the top 20 in points. Kyle Kesey takes the lead. It's been a while since Kyle Kesey's been up front and winning. His one and only career win was in the closest finish in Call of Duty Cup Series history. Last season, he beat Isaiah Ford by 7 thousandths of a second, I believe, at Phoenix. So that was a pretty good race for him. Excuse me. Nick Flood trying to attack the 48 back. He might have given him a slight bump and run there. Brad Stover, 3rd in points. Worked his way into the top 5. Where did Brad start again? Should I pass it? Brad Stover started 19th. That is insane. As the 14 lost a valve. That didn't make sense. Anyways, you know what I meant. Brad Stover now up into 4th position. He's passed 15 cars in 6 laps. Do not count out that 20 car. Joe Gibbs Racing right now running 2nd, 4th. 32nd and 37th. So, an up and down day for Joe Gibbs Racing right now. Colin Francis trying to reel on the 16. Oh, caution is out there. Be right back. So what just happened? I think this just eliminated Keon Eddington's playoff hopes. He started this race in 41st, and he'd worked his way up to inside the top 30. Found Just Rukowski and Ruby Claudel. That just sent him around. Adam Akers turning him upside down. Jonathan Hoff has had a really good run the past couple weeks. He's involved. Is Adam Akers out of the race? He's not, and he's not smoking, so that's good for him. Coming in, Adam is 6th in points. We're going to go on board that number 5. Running 40th. That's his own teammate he just flipped over. Evan Byrne got a piece of it as well. Alright, we're back for the restart. Pace car getting ready to pull off. You see Keon Eddington and Adam Akers did DNF. Coming in, Adam had a 22-point lead over 13th in points, which is a pretty good amount if everyone else has a bad day. So don't count him out just yet. Everybody did pit under that caution, though. But the 48, the 8, and the 17 all took 2 tires. I think. I can't really remember. I know the... I'm pretty sure the 17 did take 2 tires. But a lot of people must have done strategy because the 16 and the 18 are pretty, not really far back, but compared to where they were. It's now Brad Stover trying to get back into 4th, the 19 and the 17 with a really good run. The outside lane seems to be the preferred lane for the first couple laps. Now Kyle Kesey climbing back into 2nd. Eli Bright trying to go 2 for 2 this weekend. And look at that 16. Oh, he almost slid up into the 48. Eli Bright going to look underneath. They were almost 3 wide. Is Colin Francis having the race of his young career already, man. Good to see him having a good run. He hasn't had the best seasons. The 3 of Isaiah Forward just cut Alvin Summers a break, man. The 19 was almost backed into the fence. Samet Oskin continues to lead. Eli Bright is there, though. And the 18 is really working the inside line. Brad Stover's kind of fading. 4 cars under a blanket. Single file. Look at the 16. Works the inside. The 16 and the 18, man. And the 8 and the 48 like the outside. Kyle Kesey up to 2nd. And look at Colin Francis. Will he get the run? He had a lift for the 16. Kyle Kesey looks underneath the... what am I saying? He looks underneath Samet Oskin. Almost at Eli Stapleton. The 16 did lead that lap. And Samet Oskin falls from 1st to 3rd. But the pack is coming. Nick Flood worked his way up to 7th. Isaiah Ford has fallen outside the top 10. He's fallen really far back. Mo Akers, Jeff Bright, and Amy Ashley 3 wide. There's a huge gaggle of cars in this little pack. They're single file at the front of the pack. Your top 5 goes Kyle Kesey, Colin Francis, Samet Oskin, Eli Bright, and Brad Stover. And right behind is Alvin Summers and Nick Flood. You got Larry Arnold, Alexander Rowe, and Ryan Madden running out your top 10. Still early on in this race. They're going to have to pit a couple more times. Where's your points leader, Hunter Spartan, running? Oh, and the 28 is in the wall. Oh, he almost just turned the 10. Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, your points leader's in it. Oh, and 3 Stewart Haas racing cars just got caught up in that. Caution is out. They just raced back. We'll be right back, see what just happened. And this is why I said for Adam Akers not to worry. A bunch of cars high up in points might have just been caught up in this. Like your points leader in the 77. I don't think he got much damage, though. Rebecca Tyler might have been the cause. I'm not entirely sure. And then all 3 Stewart Haas racing cars just hit at once. Not exactly sure what the cause was. On board Tyler Flood. Looks like the 42 and the 43 just made contact. Luciana Reese and Rebecca Tyler. I don't think the 77 got much, if any, damage off that. Let's watch from TV2. I know he hit the wall, but really other than that, it didn't look too severe. He might have a little bit of right front damage, but other than that, he's pretty good. We'll be back for the restart. Pace car pulling off. Coming into this race, the 39 had multiple straight top 5 finishes, or top 10 finishes, excuse me. He's going to get 38th, and his teammate Kapula Bai will get 39th. So Stewart Haas Racing right now running 37th, 38th, 39th, and 42nd. So all 4 Stewart Haas Racing cars have it a day they'd like to forget. Everybody did pit under that caution. Alvin Summers with the lead. So Oskin has a really good short run car. He's going to try to quickly get underneath the 16. The 16 and the 18 have been the class of the field. Colin Francis wants to make quick work of Kyle Kesey. Eli Bright as well, trying to make quick work. The 01 and the 20 nearly made contact. They were looking 3 wide in the tri-oval. They go back to single file there. That could have been sketchy, man. Lap 23 of 57 now. Ooh, the 16. That was close. Alvin Summers, or not Alvin Summers. Well, Alvin Summers is leading, I guess. But Colin Francis up to second. Bullet Bill, another driver, slowly making his way up towards the front. He looks to maybe break into the top 5 right here. He will. So he gets by Brad Stover. Bullet Bill tied for the most wins in the Call of Duty Cup Series history with 3. He's tied with one other active driver, Kyle Akers, and a driver from the past, Luke Herring. So, only 3 drivers with 3 career wins. Could it be 4 today? He hasn't won this season. His last win was Chase race number 1, I believe, at New Hampshire last season. Colin Francis cannot get to the 19. The top 5 looking pretty different than it did. Well, I mean, it's pretty similar, but the position order is pretty different than when the caution came out. The only real differences in the top 5 is Bullet Bill, who was, I think, 10th when the caution came out. So, Mo Akers now up to 6th. Haven't talked about him at all today. Kyle Kesey dive bombed the 18, and he's going to get both the 18 and the 19 in one turn. Colin Francis biding his time. There's still so much racing left. He could have made it 3 wide down the backstretch. The 01 nearly took the 18 and the 19 3 wide. And look how much of a lead the 16 is going to get out of that. 3.5 tenths. Now Bullet Bill with a huge charge. Seems like DEI is having a day kind of like Joe Gibbs Racing. 2 cars up inside the top 10, and the other 2 really nowhere to be found. Well, the 1's 11th, and the 15's 25th. But Joe Gibbs Racing, they're running 26th, 18th, 17th. Third, I don't know where the 20 is. Oh, 13th. I'm blind. So Oskin did work his way up to 3rd, though, while I was trying to do that. Alvin Summers dropping back. Larry Arnold having a really quiet day. He's been inside the top 10 pretty much all race. Kyle Akers worked his way up inside the top 10. Trying to look at the points. Kyle Akers, who's been inside the top 10 really all season. I think he fell out at the top 20 after last week, which is crazy. Let me check. He finished dead last week. Right now he is running 7th as he gets by his younger brother Mo Akers. Yeah, he's 21st in points, losing 9 positions last week. So Kyle Akers really needs to get a good run today. He's currently 7th, which is a pretty decent run considering your points leader all the way back in 36th. He must have gotten more damage than I expected earlier. So now he gets by his teammate Alvin Summers, who since the pit stop has just dropped like a rock. I expected Colin Francis to be a little quicker on this run, but right now Bullet Bill and Samantha Oskin, a couple veterans, are really coming into a race of their own. Sabat was up there, like I said earlier, but Bullet Bill, man, just came out of nowhere. Kyle Kesey, though, continues to lead. Joseph Rakowski run towards back, Amy Ashley. Ryan Kesey, TJ Hanley, they qualified pretty decent today. Isaiah Ford and Nick Ventura, that's kind of surprising to see them that far back. Brad Stover down to 18th. He's just dropping back. Nick Flood, 2nd in points, running 16th. He might be your new points leader right now. Mo Akers is just inside the top 10. Well, now he's 14th. Okay. I thought it was a little bit further back. Oh, they're 3 wide off turn 2. Oh, they're rubbing. I don't see this working out. Oh, the 29's roughing up the 4. Brad Stover had a lift for it. That was interesting. Kyle Akers now falling back a little bit down to 10th. Pit stop should be happening any time now. Colin Francis trying to get by the 01. Here comes the 8 of Eli Bright. The 48 is slowly reeling in the 16, it seems. Eli Bright, though, man, he's a man on a mission. Yesterday's amateur series winner. So Van Oskin stayed exactly 3/10 back. So I'm starting to run the bottom now. Eli Bright got by Colin Francis. DEI is running 3rd, 4th, and 6th, and 35th. Joseph Rakowski having a pretty awful day, it seems. Coming in, Joseph Rakowski was 5th in points. Like 28 points ahead of the 13th in points. So he could afford a bad day, but you know he doesn't want a bad day. Extra pit stop should be happening in time now. So Matt Oskin is there. Kyle Kesey hasn't had the most successful Quality Cup Series career. Yes, he has a win, but other than that, he really hasn't ran top 5, top 10 too much. Roush Fenway as a whole has been struggling this season. Looking at the points, there's 0 Roush Fenway cars in the chase. There's 0 Roush Fenway cars in the top 20, actually. So, Kyle Kesey would love to be the guy that turns their luck around. The tires starting to wear out. Coming to 20 laps to go. Everyone's being really cautious at this point. It's crazy the ups and downs we've seen. We see guys drop back, then make their run back towards the top 10, and then drop back again. Right now, Logan Caudell holding on to the final spot inside the top 10. We mentioned during the pre-race, Lego Bush got his one and only Quality Cup Series win here last season. The RCR, he drove for RCR then. Right now, the highest running car in RCR is Nick Flood, 2nd in points, running 14th. So, not really the day they had last season. Fun fact, the 29, the 07, I guess, became the 29, because there's no 07 this season. Pit stops are happening. Whoa, 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 whoa. They couldn't keep it down there. Gotta be careful. 77 of the 15 picked up a couple spots, getting on the pit road. Here they come. They did a much better job. Oh, Eli Bright didn't. That's going to kill your time on pit road, man. Anyone staying out? The 19 of Alvin Summers is. I can't catch him. There he is. Interesting. I like it. He can go a couple laps further than everyone else now. He can go one lap further. He'd already led a lap, though, so he's not really getting another bonus point. He was the only one that stayed out an extra lap, it seems. Colin Francis might be the first one out of pit or off of pit road. Not sure. Grayson Mitchell, the other missing piece, or one of the missing pieces from JGR. Him and Dalton Riley both having a pretty quiet day, to say the least. Will they beat them off pit road? Let's see. Larry Arnold goes to what is the provisional lead right now. Oh, Bullet Bill's going to be the big winner on pit road when the green flag stops. So he's going to pass both Kyle Kesey and Smet Oskin. He must have had an amazing stop. Alvin Summers now on pit road. Actually, he's coming off pit road. Oh, and caution is out. They just raced back. We're back to see what just happened. This was really hard to find. Dylan E., who would have been running inside the top 5, comes out of the pits and pulls right up in front of the 11. The 11 could have went a little high there, but I don't know. That was a little iffy. I don't think the one got too much damage. Did he go head on into the wall? Did he go nose first? Let's see. Because if he did, that's probably going to hurt his speed. Or it will hurt his speed, not even probably. Oh, he did. That's a pretty good hit for both the 11 and the 1. Alright, we'll be back for the restart. And Jay Jefferson's blowing up. Unbelievable, man. Coming in, he was 4th in points. 25 points back. All the front runners in the points are having problems. We'll be back for the restart, though. Looks like Jay Jefferson lost a gearbox, and Eli Stapleton at some point retired due to a piston, so a lot of engine failures today. A lot more engine failures than have been DNS from Rex, actually. Coming to the green, 11 to go. Bullet Bill leads. It says he's second. The 19's the leader? Wow, that caution just saved him. If there's not a quick caution, Alvin Summers is gonna win this race. Wow, that's a crazy way the Nick Ventura on pit road. It's crazy how the caution came out right then. These guys are hoping for a quick caution now. 10 laps to go. They're effectively racing for second place. Alvin Summers, though, all he has to do is ride around. He's passing a couple damaged cars. Hunter Spartan kind of making a rebound. He's going to try passing his teammate Ryan Kesey for 26th. Maybe even 25th, actually. I don't know. What place is he in? 26th? Yeah, okay. Not a good points day for your points later, though. There's not a quick caution. Alvin Summers has this in the bag. They're not going to gain 23 seconds. They might have to pit, but I highly doubt it. I think they went enough under caution there so they don't have to pit. It's going to be close, though. Now the 19, he's just hanging back. There's no point in him getting up there and trying to battle. That's crazy the way the caution fell while he was on pit road. I'm not crazy at finishes like that, but he stayed out an extra lap hoping for a caution, and he got it. That is insane. Great strategy for Old Abraham Motorsports. So right now, Bullet Bill running second, Logan Claudel third, Larry Arnold fourth, and Colin Francis fifth. Check in on your leader. In no man's land once again. That is insane, man. Oh, and the 84 and the 88 are rubbing. The caution would have to come out right now for there to be a quick restart. If they go much further, this race will end under green. Or end under yellow if there's a caution. You look all throughout the field. Place Medoskin running. Outside the top 10 for the first time all day. 33 nearly spun himself off the nose of the 2. Looks like the 19 has caught the tail end of the field. And Amy Ashley. 5 to go. The caution literally have to come out like right now. And we might get a one-lap shootout. But I think it's safe to say, as long as he doesn't blow up, which is really possible, Alvin Summers is going to be another first-time winner this season. Of course, where he is on track, it's so easy if there's a wreck that he'll get caught up in it. Four to go. There's a caution now. It's pretty much over. I think it's safe to say. And he's just picking them off one by one. Coming in, Alvin Summers was not inside the top 20. But thanks to crazy pit strategy, he might just win this race. It's extremely likely he'll win. As he's just lapping everybody. Isaiah Ford coming in 10th in points. He's running 27th. I don't think that's going to be good enough to stay inside the top 12. 2 laps to go for Alvin Summers this time by. They're single file up at the front of the pack. Alvin doesn't need to lap the 3. At all. He does not need to get up there and battle with a 3 car. Is there a caution? There's not. Okay. Red Bull Racing going 3 wide. Mo Akers and TJ Friend. With Eli Bright. Alvin Summers isn't even bothering going up there and lapping. White flag is out. As long as he can make it back around, Alvin Summers will be your winner at Nashville. 2 straight seasons for the surprise winner. Just Rakowski's going to follow the leader. Gain an extra position right there. Places that 4. 26th. He's going to dive bomb the leader, though. He wants to finish on the lead lap. Maybe a shame if he blew a tire and nailed the 19. Coming at a turn number 4, Alvin Summers wins in a strange finish. Alvin Summers wins it at Nashville. So we're going to go up there and watch the battle for a second. Logan Claudel third. Cullen Francis 4th, and Ryan Madden with the top 5. Great for him. He's running last. I don't even think he has top 5 yet this season. At this point last season, he had like 10. Kyle Kesey, who dominated the race, is going to get 6th. And Nick Flood rebounds for 9th. What a wacky race, man. I enjoyed it. Alright, let's go look at your official results. Your top 10 goes Alvin Summer 1st, Bullet Bill 2nd, Logan Claudel 3rd, Cullen Francis 4th, Ryan Madden 5th, Kyle Kesey 6th, Mo Akers 7th, TJ Friend 8th, Nick Flood 9th, and Alexander Rowe 10th. Notables outside the top 10, Eli Bright 11th, Medoskin 12th, Dalton Riley works way up to 13th at the end, Brad Stover 15th, Kyle Akers 20th, Hunter Spartan works way up to 23rd, so I don't think he lost too many points. Isaiah Ford 25th, and Joseph Rakowski 26th. Thanks for everyone else finished. Tough break for Nick Ventura. Coming in, he was 7th in points, not far ahead. He had suspension issues. Jay Jefferson 36th. Adam Akers 40th, man. Nathan Stapleton 42nd. So, that was Nashville. Hope you guys enjoyed. What a crazy finish. Congratulations to Alvin Summers. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
He said, boy, can you make fans stand and scream your name? Have you hit him in the ass? Never let off the gas till you rode into victory lane. He said, boy, do you know how it feels when you're running 3 wide? 'Cause if you're Daytona bound, let me wonder you're in for a ride.